We live.
We live. Oh, dang. Oh. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 3. Gotta eat. Gotta be about to smell sick.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? What's up, good peoples?
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah,
Hey.
whatever that means.
I know, right?
Is
Happy
it?
hump
Happy
day.
Hump day.
How was y'all week?
Man, this is, I swear, I feel like I've been working 7 days straight and it's just Wednesday, but it's cool. I'm trying not to complain.
Go ahead, complain.
Right.
Do it for the van.
It was cool. My week was it was tough a little bit on Monday. I was exhausted and Mari kind of had a cold. You know, with the weather changing, he kind of like on and off the brink of like catching a cold, but not quite.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was kind of fussy. But then I kind of just felt like I was all over the place. You know how you ever feel like you just so disorganized and you just need to take a moment to get your shit together? That's how I felt on Monday.
I
was
always
like,
know
need
when
to
I'm
take
getting like that when I look at my room.
Yeah, that too. And I can't function with a junkie room. Like, my day feel bad. Like, I feel like my clothes be all over the place. I be looking like a bum going to work. Like, I just feel like, yeah. But you know what I've realized? Yesterday, because it was nice out and I get off early on Tuesdays, me and Mari went for a walk. And so I took the stroller out. We went for a walk and I was jogging. I saw another mom and we kind of bonded. When I got home, I felt totally different. Like, my energy level was different. Normally, I'm tired around the 10:30 mark. I was, like, still up doing stuff. When I woke up the next morning, I felt vibrant. Like, this morning, I felt good. Like, I was like, you know what? I need to get back to working out. Because now I feel like I know what it feels to miss working out and having that energy when you are working out and being active. Like, it was just a different level. Like, people was like, hey, good morning to you. I'm like, good morning. All in the morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. They like, hey, it's 7 o'clock, but okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I need to get back into that. I felt good.
Yeah, running will definitely do it, man. To get the juices flowing, get that blood flowing.
I have to learn to control my breathing because I went running today and I'm getting better at it. But it was just like before I would instantly be tired. Like, yeah, I can make it here. And I'm walking. Like, yeah, I'm not going to overexert myself.
I always envy, and I know it's not a black-white thing, but when I see the white people jogging, man, they got a different lung capacity.
It is definitely a black-white thing.
I literally be so jealous because, they're so consistent and they're so dedicated in the rain, sleet, or snow. But when I say them jokers be running, and I don't think they ever get tired. I be like...
Nah, I think they got I think it's like a secret. Like, they got a secret that at the end of the world,
I have to give all that.
Gonna be a marathon.
Something.
And they gotta win a marathon to go to heaven because they be running like shit.
They really do.
Like, how many miles you running? Like 7 miles.
7 miles? I just did 6 miles and
like 7 miles.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know. I'm like, is it the asthma?
I don't see how Harriet Tubman them did it. I don't see how Harriet Tubman and them did it. I don't.
Harriet Tubman was power walking like shit. Them little sandals was getting no miles to the gallon.
Man, them shoes she probably even had shoes. I couldn't imagine.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, that's how I be sometimes.
Let's get on with this.
We're gonna get smacked to the tea. Yeah, we got in studio guest who's not quite here yet, but we just gonna keep it moving until we get to it.
Yeah.
Cause why not?
Remember the song Back in the Day
when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I said and wish I was a kid. And all my people say, I remember way back when. Back in the day. Hey, I'm about to get loose.
Yes, I see.
So, you know, sometimes it's like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when you always say, when I had kids, I ain't gonna do this, or I ain't gonna do that. Like, I remember one time I felt like Saturday mornings at my house, it was no Saturday morning cocktails. Saturday mornings, it was cleanup. Because on Sundays, it was just, that was their Sunday dinner. Church. It was just relaxing in the house.
Church on Sundays?
Yes. Saturdays was cleanup. Like, it was no, like, I remember one time I told my mother, I was like, you only had us so we could clean up. Like, I felt like we were slaves. Like, no lie. And then my mother, we had a chart on the refrigerator. And then it was like, on Mondays, Margaret got to wash the dishes. Tuesdays, Erica got to the bathroom. Yes. And my mother always said, when I get home from work, the chores better be done. Man, we lived in an apartment that was way at the top in the back, and the parking lot was like 2 blocks down. Y'all used to clean up real quick. So we could be like, we could be outside playing. We saw that red car pull up. We book it in the house, clean up, trying to hurry up and clean up. Trying to hurry up and clean up, get shit together before she made it all the way up to the top. And I used to just be like, when I had kids, I'm gonna give my kids chores, but hey, how are you? Hi. How are you? And I was just like, when I have kids, I'm not going. I don't know. I'm gonna have chores for my kids at first, of course, but it was just like
it's not gonna be so enforced.
Yeah. It was just almost like a ritual, like boom, 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 boom. And
was it any day that y'all had a relationship?
No, it was just Sunday. Like, I mean, Saturdays, of course, during the week with school and stuff like that. But Saturdays was cleanup. Like, you had to get up and you had to clean her house. And I'm like, and my mother wouldn't clean. I guess she said what she ain't supposed to. I know, but as kids, we didn't really understand it. It's like, is she gonna help us clean up too?
Hey, but look, but in hindsight, though, I wish that I had that kind of structure. I can notice adults that had that structure going up, that they had to do shit on a timely basis. Like one of my best men, one of my homies, he had Aries as well. But he just got that clean. Like we don't really got no.
Yeah,
like, we gotta literally program ourselves.
Good God Almighty,
to get into that kind of robotic kind of clean up type joint. But this nigga, like, we'd be sitting in the middle of playing Madden, he'd be like, get up, like count off right quick, because he had to. He had no choice. His folks had that room that you can't even move the way the carpet go. Like when they vacuum the carpet going up this way, down
that was my grandmother.
You can't even walk over this.
Yeah, that was my grandmother. After dinner, her kitchen was shut down. It's no going in and out of her refrigerator. I know that was
I know somebody who's like that now.
It's just like, what you want my kitchen for? What you want? What you looking for?
You know what? That bothers me when people say my. As a parent, get out of my house. Get out of my kitchen. Don't open my refrigerator. My. Don't. I know it's your house. Like, you got reiterating that. I don't think it's cool. I think it should be our. That's one thing my mother always made it clear. This is our house. This is our kitchen. You can eat whatever you want. Like, it was never my. Don't open my chips. Don't open my drink. Ask like my. Like, no.
Yeah,
that's one thing I don't want to do.
So it's like, so what values did your parents instill in you coming up, and you felt like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that with mine?
That I said that I wouldn't do.
Yeah, was there anything, or you would?
I'm gonna tell you what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't smack at the teacher's side of the fence. Like when my father was like, don't let them call me for nothing. I remember in 3rd grade, I had this racist.
That's my fiance.
Hey, Miss Strimmel.
So, he gonna automatically side with the teacher.
Yeah,
okay.
She don't need to be talking. And I'm like, but what if she wasn't even?
But I get it to an extent though. But like, you still gotta hear it out. Cause even with Stink, I'd be like, Stink, what happened? And then after that, I'm going in because I can tell what it is. And sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right. But at the end of the day, man, I can't just default. Like, I got to hear out this whole little scenario and shit. But I ain't really get that justice, though. I was super psyched. Miss Strimmel, I got suspended, right? Miss Strimmel swallowed a bee and it stung her in her throat. She almost was about to die. I swear to God, I did a little cheer for her, though. You know, I wanted her dead. I promise. It was that serious. Miss Strimmel, you lucky I can't think of her first name because I put it all the way out there.
You probably try to find her on LinkedIn.
Man.
Cannot. One thing I probably one thing I would enforce is like going to church on Sundays. Like, I really do think that was like, my mom, if we didn't go to church on Sundays, you couldn't do anything. Like, that was just it. You had to stay in the house. Like, you couldn't get up to go to church. You can't get up to go out to play. Like, I would definitely take that on to my child. One thing I wouldn't is going to college and getting an education. I just think that the day and time we live in now, I think you can be an entrepreneur. I think there's different trades that you can make $100,000 without having to go to college. Like, I don't think I'm going to enforce that on my child. Like, I would definitely want to know what your plans are if you're not going to go, but it's not going to be like you're going to go to high school, go to college, get an education. No.
Absolutely.
One thing I would say is that my mom didn't really teach us about money management.
I was gonna say that.
So
too.
I think that would be something that I would instill in with me. Like I said, I wouldn't let my kids run amok or not have chores, but I would just say, if you don't clean up, why would you want to live in dirt and filth? But it wouldn't be no charts and you gotta do this and it's just like you got a bathroom, you got a room, clean it up, and then if they choose not to, especially if it's a common area or a shared area. Now your room, I wouldn't force my kid to clean up their room, but at the end of the day, that's your room.
And you sleep
in If you want to sleep in filth, do you know what comes with that? Like, do you understand the dirt, the bacteria, the stuff? I would make it like that, but it was just like 9 o'clock Saturdays. We was cleaning up.
That shit scoring.
It's like, man,
9 o'clock the time to 9 o'clock on Saturdays. Yeah, I think also kids should be able to be children too. Like it's nothing like waking up, turning to your cartoons. I mean, of course, maybe enforce some type of routine. Maybe like eat your breakfast. Do X, Y, and Z. But like getting up, putting your clothes on, going outside. Like I feel like you still have to have those memories, especially nowadays when kids just wake up and turn on their iPads.
And that's one thing that you said that I don't do that I wish that I had my hand on a little more was that I was brought up in church, whether I wanted to be there or not. And now that I'm a grown man, like a lot of those laws and statutes that I got at that age resonate right now. So you know what I'm saying? I it got to come from my mouth to my daughter. But I remember when I used to be like 7 years old, and I used to be so bored in church that I just used to have a pen and mimic everything the pastor did, like just to keep my whole little, shit involved. But those same lessons that he was teaching at that point, by the time I started getting 12, 13, 14, it started making sense. Like I don't even know how I know that. I don't even know how I could, you know what I'm saying? I know all the books of the Bible. I know where this came from. It just happened like that. But that's because I was in that environment.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I definitely appreciate. Shout out to T.E.A, aka T Biscuit.
Well, everybody, we have our guest has arrived, and we are excited to have, like we have everybody else. We be psyched, we be pressed, but we have Erica here, and she's going to talk to us about her transitional video diaries and her movement with the trans community and things like that. So welcome. How are you?
I'm great.
Are you happy to be here?
Yes. Hi. Long time no see.
I know. It's been a long time. Yeah. So we're going to get right into it because we got a lot of things we want to talk about.
Sure,
I couldn't see the time, but
8:30.
8:30. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about your transitional video diaries and what made you start it?
Sure. My transition video diaries basically started around 2011 when I started my transition. And I was looking on the internet and I couldn't really find someone that I could basically
relate to.
Pretty much. There was more of the Caitlyn Jenner looking 60, 50-year-old old women. And I'm like, I don't look like these chicks. Like, what can they do for me? Like, they're like 80 in transition. And I'm like, I'm in my 20s. Like, I can't learn nothing from them. So I said, you know what? Why don't I just document like my stuff as like a home video? Like just to watch back or whatever when I'm bored or whatever. So I decided to put one video out. And then it just went quadruple.
I saw that. And I wanted to ask you that, like, because I saw one of your videos. You have 43,000 views, right?
Yeah.
So that means you've had 43,000 people who has had an opinion on your transition. Yes. Now I want to apologize in advance because if I say anything out of context, pardon my ignorance. I'm just I don't want to feel like I don't want, and I say this to everybody, like when I just don't want to just tell me what you're comfortable or not comfortable with answering. So one of the questions that I had is that, I hear a lot of people in the trans community say that they feel like they were born in the wrong body. And I guess my thing is, or they say I felt this way when I was like 5 or 6 or anything like that. And I just think at that young of an age, do you really know your sexual identity at 5 or 6 years old, or do you feel like you were born in the wrong body?
I would say there was a difference at 5 or 6. I don't want to say I was born in the wrong body. I'm glad I went through the experiences that I went through as a teen, a preteen, and even as an adult before I transitioned, because they all taught me lessons to be a better woman than I am today. I don't mean to sound so generic, but that's my truth. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you think people are born gay?
Do I think people are born gay? No.
Good answer. I think it's the first time I ever really heard a gay or transgender say no.
Yeah, because I really rarely hear that.
Yeah. Because I hear a lot of people say they feel that they were born that way. Well, like I said, they were or either born in the wrong body.
Right. You can't really say that, because how do you say you're born a sexuality? I mean, that's a choice. And when you're a child, you can't choose that, because you don't know what it is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you have to experience something in order to know what it is.
Absolutely.
Even though I've never played on the straight side. But hey, I knew
get
what I liked, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Literally.
I have when we were talking, Marcus is an accountant, so he's a statistic.
And you can share the video on your you can share the video on your Facebook page, so people can tune in now as well.
Sure.
And so I sent them all some stats, and so in 2015 there was 21 transgender homicides. In 2016 it went to 22. This was just documented across the U.S., not just in D.C., Maryland, Virginia. This was across the world. And so it's that, I guess, can you speak to your activism in regards to transgenders being murdered by men, men, for the most part, when I was reading it, they were murdered by partners or people they didn't know, or hate crimes. Yeah. Right.
I'm just gonna spill the tea.
Okay.
And
that's what we
say. You know what? A lot of those situations were, I want to say, prostitute situations. They weren't just killed because of just who they are.
Right.
You don't just walk down the street and say, "Hey, is that a transgender? Let's get her." No, you don't. It's not like that. Sometimes
at least
a
not
lot
2017. Maybe back in the 90s or something like that.
Not even in the. I was good. I grew up in Southeast, so I'm straight. So I mean, not straight, but you know what I'm good.
You wasn't fearful.
Right.
No. Okay. Okay.
So basically, they put. I don't want to say they put themselves in situations, but a lot of times, a lot of people use the word or use the term transgender to make money. They try to make money off of it. They're using the prostitution. They're using the back page. They're using the whole, website thing and all this.
And the back page is what, like an escorting
service. Where basketball players, the senators, the counselors, you name it, they're all on there.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What is this back page you speak of?
I heard about it somewhere.
Stay away. Okay, stay away.
Exactly.
Well, I think it's closed down now.
I heard that. Yeah.
So I know in a lot of scenarios, right? We always come across like those who I want to be identified as, right? So for those who know you as a guy or who know you that you were a guy first, does that offend? I mean, I'm just. Does that make you feel any kind of way? Like right now, and if I was like, "Yeah, homie," or "dude," or whatever, does that make you feel any kind of way?
I don't like homie, and I don't like dude.
I mean, I'm just saying, as far as
you look at me dead in my eyes, and can you see a homie or dude?
Yeah.
Never.
I can't.
Never.
I mean,
ladies. I'm beat to the God. God knows this. Y'all know this.
Understood. So the question ain't really for me necessarily because I don't want to. I'm removing myself from it, but still asking you, how do you feel about being addressed as a guy? Like, is that one of those things that?
So if a person doesn't respect your transition,
I won't even say I don't think respect is the right word.
No, I'm saying if she identifies herself as a woman and someone says, "Well, I don't see you as a woman," to me, then you will always be respecting. They're not respecting your transition to Erica.
Absolutely not, because my ID says female and everything else says female. There's no way that you can prove that I'm male. So besides what someone has told you,
your blood probably would tell you that you're male.
Probably not.
But
I can guarantee you it won't.
So
estrogen is very powerful.
So the answer to the question is yes, it does affect.
Yeah, because I feel like I work hard on my transition, and it's been 5-6 years for me to work on the things that I've worked on, been through the things that I've been through, and just, I don't want to say my transition is just makeup, hair, and getting dressed and getting a boob job and all this other kind of stuff. No. I think my transition is definitely one of those things that's going to be monumental.
But I asked that because I think that that's a perfect open conversation, right? Yeah. Because we're talking about your transition versus a person's ideology, right? Okay. For instance, like let's say if Michael Jackson walked in here, or for T.E.A, what's that dude? What's my man's name? Let's say Michael Jackson, right? I don't know. The baseball dude turned himself white, right?
Oh, I know.
What if he walked in and said, "I want to be identified as a Caucasian, right? Respect my transition." And I'm like this, well, I seen Joe, right? Joe is a nigga, right? So how the hell can not saying that. Again, if it's your preference, that's why the question is being asked. Right. But from a person who's seen your father be a black dude and say that I don't want to play that game, how is that become offensive then? Because we're talking ideology versus your transition.
That's a good question.
Skin bleaching and transitioning is two different things. So,
how, Sway?
How? What do you mean how?
How?
I got the answer. Skin bleaching is more of a, I would say, a cosmetic thing. Yeah, it's a cosmetic thing.
They both alterations.
I don't think so. Transitioning is more so something you will have to do knowledgeably and cosmetically and even mentally. So it's not just about going to the beauty supply store and getting some skin bleach and saying, "Hey, I'm white."
And then, what's the guy's name? Sammy Sosa.
See, you got to find the guy.
Sammy Sosa. I don't got the answers. I think it makes sense to have an open conversation about it. All right. So the guy Sammy Sosa, he got his eyes dyed blue because what he wanted to do was he wanted to identify as something else. Okay. So I don't understand how you could say, well, it's not the same thing for him, because I don't feel like if I call him Dominican that I'm disrespecting him. Right. Okay. But the point is, like, in conversation, because the it's not, because the PB&J community, they bully shit. Y'all some bullies, right?
The who?
The PB&J.
Who's that's what I call them on the show.
Peanut butter and jelly, because it's too many LBGs, all that, right?
He can't follow the LBG community. He
can't
say it.
So listen. In order to bridge the gap, right, between the communication, I think that half the problem needs to be that if I have an ideology that doesn't offend you, right? Because if a Muslim believes Allah is God, that don't offend me, even though I don't believe that Allah is God, right? That just means that we have a difference of what God is. The end.
Okay. I mean, I'm still tripping off of your
the PB&J.
I'm like, what? What the heck is PB&J? Like a Peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly community. That's what I call it, baby.
Peanut butter. Why would gotta be peanut butter and jelly?
Because I just like to say shit.
You have pretty teeth.
Thank you.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I don't know. Vicky knows tooth and mouth is my thing.
LGBT community.
Ain't it a Q? You forgot the Q.
I mean,
even you forget.
No, I didn't forget.
But the Q is what?
Baby steps. No, we're taking
queer.
baby steps for you.
No.
That's new. The Q is new.
That's what I'm
LGBT. I'm not gonna have you disrespect my people.
I ain't disrespecting nobody.
Calling them
I love all human beings, PB and J.
Nah.
Lord. Do you feel like you get the same respect as a transgender? I mean, of African American transgender as Caucasians? Because now since the whole Caitlyn Jenner, it's like all the attention went towards that community. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So do you feel like you get the same respect and support as the Caucasians?
I would say no. There's a lot of Caucasian transgender women who are famous for nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was curious about.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely do think Caitlyn is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You say famous for nothing?
She was famous for nothing.
Caitlyn is
Caitlyn,
not
Bruce. Okay.
Caitlyn is famous. Yeah.
Caitlyn is famous because Caitlyn and Bruce is the same motherfucker. What are you talking about? He didn't go into like a booth and become Super Bruce.
And that was married.
Bruce didn't get the same attention that he got when he became
He did when he was winning.
Before Bruce was
winning, but afterwards.
It seemed like before his transition, he was more reserved, quiet. Yeah. It was like he kept to himself.
That's why.
And then now he's completely she's completely different. It's just like, I don't know. But can we talk a little bit about the short film?
Sure.
So Trey Channing, who is that?
Trey Channing.
Did he
was on The Wire.
I thought so.
Yeah, he was on The Wire.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys watch Saints and Sinners on Bounce TV.
But I've heard about it on the I've heard about it on the radio. They have advertising on the radio.
Vanessa Bell Calloway in the TV show and everything. It's a really popular show.
So what is the short film about?
The short film is about myself and Trey. Well, mainly Trey. He goes on an online date with a girl. I'm the girl. His ex-girlfriend shows up there and basically blows my tea, and she's like, oh, he's a man. And he just like, oh, well, why didn't you tell me? And da-da-da-da. I mean, it was handled in a very positive way because it could have easily went into a negative way. But we did it in a more comedic, serious way. Yeah. Y'all should definitely check it out. It's out now on my YouTube channel.
Where can people find it? So what's your YouTube?
Sure. It's youtube.com/Miss MISS Erica ERICKA Kane KANE.
What is something that you want our followers to know about the transgender community?
Message.
Something about the transgender that we're not called the PP and J.
Peanut butter jelly.
And I would definitely say all of us are not in the sex industry because a lot of times we get labeled for being in that industry just because we're beautiful or just because, we sometimes dress sexy or we're embracing our femininity, They sometimes mix the two. And guys, I say this all the time. You might not like this, but I say it all the time. Guys are disgusting. They're disgusting.
Oh, I don't mind it. I don't mind you saying that.
They are disgusting. They are disgusting. They want... Listen.
Do you like guys? What they discussing that? Look, she's saying... Yeah, okay.
So it's a sex tape out of Stevie J having sex with a man. I don't know if you all saw it. Yeah, I got
gender.
It's a man.
A man.
A white man.
Wait. Huh?
Yes, I saw the video today. I'll be happy to show it to you all. I got it in my.
want to see it.
I got it
man's
in
man though, like
Stevie J.
Stevie J.
From
Well, apparently it was a little.
That's
I
messy.
guess this is what him and Jocelyn was into, or whatever. Because apparently Jocelyn released the video.
the shade.
That's messy.
So it's him and a white guy. They don't show the white guy's face, but it does say that it's. You can clearly see that it's a white man.
Can you clearly see it's Stevie J?
Yeah, you can see that it's Stevie J.
What?
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I know of a lot of people in the community who like to date. I've had guys tell, homosexual guys tell me, "Oh, I like to kind of make you like," or I can get you. I like to do. I don't like no femme. They like straight dudes.
they like the
And straight
masculine
dudes
type.
like straight dudes like them. So can you give me your take on dealing with, not you in particular dealing with, but just your opinion on men that are on a DL?
Oh boy, men on the DL.
Men on the DL don't think they're gay.
They don't.
Yeah.
I kind of get in trouble for it because I don't really. I guess I kind of stick up for them, but I don't because I think of it as them wanting an experience. And them messing with or having some kind of sexual fetish or whatever is the same thing as like women who are into bondage, women who are into women, women who like dildos, and that may be their sexual thing. It's the same thing. To me, in my eyes, it's just a sexual preference. That's it. I don't think of it as men cheating on their wives or anything like that. But if they are, then that's just nasty.
So you don't think that if a man that's married but likes to...
Now that's different.
Or if a man is in a relationship with a woman, but he frequents men on the side, you don't see that as an issue. You just
yeah, that's an issue if you're in a relationship with someone. But if you're
single, but your preference is women, but you like to
dibble and dabble,
then you think it's just.
And you don't think that makes them gay?
No, that just makes them bisexual, right?
I mean, I guess it depends if they
because they don't say
transition.
Yeah, they don't say they like. I read this book. He was on Oprah. I read this book. This guy, he was on Oprah. I think it was. I can't remember the name of the book. I'm
my
sorry.
area expertise.
And he basically.
First of all, if you touch a guy and you like a guy, you're gay.
He did not feel he was gay. He slept with men.
Gay is not a feeling.
He said he likes women, but he likes to be sexually pleased by men.
Then you're gay.
But he doesn't. He did not identify himself as. He didn't want to be labeled as gay.
Okay.
He just wanted. He said he was a free spirit.
Okay.
He's gay.
Hey.
So
that leads me to say, when you were talking about the movie, do you think that you should disclose that you are trans when you meet men?
Most of them already know. I'm not gonna. I don't hide anything.
I think that too. I think they just be.
I'm at an age where I don't need to. I don't need to do that. I think younger trans girls, they do that. They like to trick guys and manipulate them and try to say, "Ooh, I wonder can they tell my tea or whatever, what have you." Me, I'm straightforward. I don't beat around no bush. This is what it is. Either you like me or you don't. I know I'm intelligent. I know I'm beautiful. I know I have a lot to offer. Hey, I can take. I mean, you can take me home to your mama.
Hey,
I mean, it is what
I
it
know
is.
your worth. So, are you fully transitioned? Is that the term? Is that how you ask?
What do you mean? Hello.
I didn't want to know. I thought we was gonna make it past that question without even getting into it.
Okay. I mean, is that how you phrase the question? Like, are you fully transitioned?
As far as
did you nip and tuck?
She knows what the question is.
I got you. I'm just talking shit.
I got you. But he's the
I don't want to be gay.
That's his persona. Yeah.
I'm already hip. I've already done my homework.
So
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Anyways.
I'm so ready.
I'm trying to say I'm trying to find the political way of saying it or the correct way.
That's why I said pardon my ignorance if I said it the wrong way.
Yeah, because I don't really know how to word it.
You know? I'm gonna get you. So, yeah.
So are you fully transitioned? Like, have you already got like
Are you asking far as surgery wise?
Yeah, like because you say you got a boob job.
Surgery mean
so that's something you've done already.
That's what surgery means.
Have you got that? Have you already?
First of all,
so are you completely all the way woman?
Look, I've been asking the same question for 7 minutes. Did you nip it up? Yes or no?
Go ahead. Okay. I'll let you go ahead and if you choose to say you are or not, then don't even worry about it. I just was curious to know.
You know what? I'll just, I'll keep the curious minds curious and say I have a video vlog that I did in Miami and I am in a swimsuit, so you can be the judge for yourself.
Oh, thank you.
So, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Since you was cutting every 5 minutes.
Nah, first of all, you said you was like this. So, well, did you?
First of all, the etiquette thing to do is to be offensive to someone else and to be courteous, and I don't want to do that.
Offensive. It's all love in the studio.
I'm good. Is it
I'm not about to do that.
So listen.
I'm not about to do that.
Word on the street.
Okay.
Is that you got bars.
Word on the street.
So
you doing your homework, Sway.
Yeah.
That's the first.
Okay.
Word on the street is you got bars. So when people got bars, or if they get sane,
we always put them
spilling
on
the tea. And we ask them to do what they supposed to be able to do. Because we here for trendy entertainment and artistry. We celebrating it.
That's good. That's good.
So can we get some bars though?
That'll cost you. Got to check. I made money off my bars, so
you right.
I
didn't do the research on that. I'm sorry. I'm late with that. I didn't know.
Wicked.
See, he's trying to use stuff to try to dig. I got him.
Trying to dig?
Trying to dig.
Dig about what?
You looked in my bio and saw some of that. Yeah.
Okay, I have questions on Facebook. If you don't mind.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. What would her message be to young teens thinking about transitioning?
I would definitely say do your research. Do your research first. And then go to your parents, because it's good to know what you're talking about before you go to your parents, because if you do the opposite, it's not going to come out the way you want it. And then that's where the whole black market thing comes in, and the whole being on the street and all that other stuff. Just do your research first.
Can I ask how your family responded to your transition?
At first it was a little different. The women definitely embraced me. The guys, they were
nah, dog.
No, there wasn't like nah, dog, because they're my family. But at the end of the day, they were,
looking out for
hey,
your
what's
best
up?
interest.
Everybody else was giving me hugs and more embracive.
But guys don't hug
now,
anyway, though. It's like
that's
not
not
like our
true.
shit to do. Like,
he's
really,
trying
man?
it. He's really.
He just been him.
Like if my man like, I got a promotion, I ain't gonna be like,
she said her family though.
Family.
If my cousin was like, hey, I just got a promotion, I'm be like, I'm not going to ask him for a hug. I'm be
First
like,
of all, I don't hug people like this.
That's to bring it on in. That's to bring it on in.
No, hey, how you doing? And how you regularly would hug.
So how long did it take the guy
to like Lord Mark?
Yes, okay, right. He is like really trying.
How long did it take them to come around?
Really
did they just want to see if it was something that you were serious about? Like, and then they slowly came around, or did they distance themselves and they had to take a moment? Like, how did they end up, embracing?
One particular family member, it took them a while, but the other one, I would say gradually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some tea to spill. You gonna stay for a little while?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so Non-sexual turn on.
I thought about this on the way home. On the way driving here because I wanted to make sure I had a couple. I said, when my significant other gets dressed, like put his clothes on, like damn.
That's sexual.
You stole my answer.
You said
when he getting dressed.
Yeah, so which way?
Once he got his clothes on, or when he's putting them on?
When he is putting his clothes on, when he has his clothes on, is that the direction you were going in? Like, I without you physically touching someone.
Yeah,
sexual?
I think sexual in a sense that you turn. It's a definite internal thing, like something that you visualize that's not really intentional. For you to feel sexual, but
and when he washing the bottles and cleaning up and stuff, I'm like, word, like that is sexy to me. Like when he's
washing the bottles.
Listen, my love language is acts of service. So when you're doing anything that's an act of service or some help to me, I'm like, oh yeah, like that's a turn on.
That's
seriously
gonna get you some.
Definitely.
Yeah. You wash them bottles.
You sterilize them, you put them in the steamer, everything. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, I would say
that is so funny. Non-sexual. I think it's that's a sexual. Well, is it physical? Can it be physical? Like how I was
sexual. It can be physical in a deal, but not necessarily intentional. So for me,
I don't know.
So why you think right quick? So for me,
I don't never know.
if a woman pays attention to every intricate detail of her, like when you say him getting dressed, for me, when a woman pays attention to every intricate detail of her fit and putting it together that I'm dealing with, that should turn me on. Like after I see you with it on, I want to take it off right now. Also, non-sexual, it's kind of like every shit. Is if you get in that kitchen and you start chefing up, then that automatically put me to a place where I just am ready to devour the food and you.
The boss.
True. Can I
ask you a question?
Absolutely. And one more.
Okay, go ahead.
I got one more. Then you ask me a question, but I ain't being interviewed. Say nah.
Oh, you are today?
No, I'm fucking with it. Intellect turns me on. Like if I can have a conversation where it triggers more conversation, absolutely. Like if we can, or if I don't even agree with you, but I understand exactly where you come from because you honed that ability to get me there, that turns me on.
I agree. Hey, Erica, you still thinking?
I don't know. Like I could say a back turn me on. Like
you're still on the back seat. She's been on the back seat for like 4 years.
You know that's so crazy because I say the same thing.
I don't give a fuck with nobody. If a dude turn around and that back wide and strong, man, fuck that.
Yeah, I agree.
That shit. A nice mouth, some teeth, a pretty smile. I know that's all physical, but I'm just saying, like that just be like, damn, I could look at him all day. But I like I don't know, like non-sexual. I think smell, like grooming. Like I don't like the term metrosexual. I don't like the term. I just think what's wrong with a guy wanting to be groomed and manicured and keeping himself up. But I like that. I like a nice groomed, well-groomed man. And I like someone. Like Mark said, I like someone that I can have a conversation with. Good dialect. And somebody with some goals, ambition. Like that's a turn on to me. It's like if I'm if you got drive and you like, this is what I'm trying to do, you got goals and you actually meet them, that's a turn. Not somebody who just got the gift of the gab, but actually doing it, make a move.
Knocking that shit down.
That's sexual. A man in a uniform. I don't know. Something about, not even just uniform. If you dress up well, like, I mean, your work clothes.
It look like you got a motherfucking job.
Firefighter, doctor, I don't care. A uniform, a job, yes. That's sexual. That's a turn on.
Erica, we have another question for you. What would you say to teens of the LGBT community prostituting as the new normal?
Why are you laughing?
Take on trafficking and then trafficking and runaways.
Oh, okay. That is
really wow.
I think a lot of times they run away because their families disown them.
Because of them just the family just not understanding, period.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to have that conversation. Sometimes you have to be an adult when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You have to switch roles sometimes and get that knowledge and sit down with the parents and be like, look, this is what it is. This is hopefully what I think it is. Mm-hmm. Can you help me, or will you support me? You know, so I won't go out there and prostitute and think that that's the way of the world, to pay for surgeries and be with these, you know, celebrities and blah, 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 or to get a Celine bag or Chanel bag and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it.
I think it's extremely important though for families, for people to make sure that if it's your family, that you just love your family because it's family, because everybody falls short to some degree. And not saying that transition is falling short, but the same way that your nephew's still on the damn couch, right? He's 32, he ain't moved yet. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different choice than you made as well. So and that's why I always, because I talk shit about everybody. I don't really give a fuck, really, to be honest. Like if I offend you, then I do, but I ain't really I'm not a foul guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
I'm really not a foul guy. And maybe if you maybe take away 8 years above my life, then I might get a different story. Maybe I was a little foul. But who gives a fuck about that? Because we're not out of bounds. So it's not a foul anymore, right? I don't know what that means, but I just said it. Anyway, but back to what I was saying though, I think it's very important for, you know, for family members to always be family members, regardless of the preference.
I agree with you on that.
Absolutely.
I know people who beef with their family. I mean, like, they beef hard. Like, me and my family has never been to that point where we beefing. Like, I don't want to be around them. Don't come to my house. I'm blocking my sister or my cousins from calling me. I've never experienced that. So we may have disagreements, but it's never to the point where I'm beefing with somebody that we blood. Like, that don't make sense to me. But I get everybody is different.
Yeah. So I got some questions from off of Facebook as well. Okay. And one of them is, are you happy?
I'm very happy. Very, very happy. I'm going to San Diego. All right. I'm going to San Diego in a week to do a psychiatric national convention.
Oh.
I'll be one of the first transgenders to do it.
That's good.
Isn't it?
That is good.
Isn't it? Don't you agree? All expense paid trip. Isn't that amazing?
That is good. What is something?
Take your life to the fullest.
And I'm getting a coin off of it. How about that?
Fullest.
Ain't
Live to
good?
the full. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
What is some things upcoming for you, other than the
trip?
Other than the trip. Or what are some things you want people to know?
Sure. Definitely look out for some more good videos. Definitely some more surprises. And I don't know, another movie could be in the works. A documentary about my life, a full-fledged documentary that can be in theaters, could be about my life very soon. So, yeah, definitely.
How do you respond to negativity? Because I know posting on YouTube, I'm sure you get some of it.
Yeah, trolling.
Yeah, just internet bullies. Like, how do you respond?
Cyber
the Saints,
bullies.
pretty much.
Listen, I grew up in Southeast. Internet
Someone
bullies
hit me
make
up and
me
told me
laugh.
they knew who you were too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shout out to that person.
I'll tell you afterwards.
It's like, who little Yeah, I know.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
No, they really spoke fond of you though.
But I think a good point though. What you saying? Like you getting ready to go to? You said Vegas, right?
San Francisco.
That's what you get for being.
No, San Diego. Sorry, you just messing me up.
I already knew what was going on. But how important, like as a round table, like is it important to leave the metropolitan area? Like a lot of, I know a lot of time. I'm pretty sure we all know people who just be stuck, who haven't really seen anything, and who don't know.
Monument.
And in the underground of the band of brothers, to all those fellas who be like, yeah, I be getting. You know what I'm saying? Like they might get a lot of females, but do you get them everywhere though?
Oh Lord!
I'm just saying.
Really?
But how important is that to y'all though? That
I think seeing the world is very important. It's you limiting yourself, and I get financially it may not be feasible for some people, but
absolutely.
You can get on a bus and go somewhere. You can. It's just like. If my brother watching, I'm sorry, but I'm putting you on blast. Like my brother,
you should have said your cousin and pretended like.
No, my brother refuses to get on a plane. It's just like I ain't doing it. I'm not getting on a plane. It's up in the air. I can't control it. If something happens, like
you can't.
So it's just like,
I mean,
but you can't control the other drivers on the street. So it's just like get outside of DC. It's so much. It's so much to see. Like. I don't know. And then I was talking to OG about this. That's my partner's nickname. Okay. But I was talking to OG about this. It's just like I don't want to always feel like we gotta go to the islands, like the Caribbean, or like, I want to go to like Greece. I want to go to Rome. I want to do like, sometimes when you feel like you get your passport, we in the Bahamas, we in Jamaica, we in DR. Like I want to get outside of just going to blue water. I want to actually see the world. Now I can be honest with y'all. Maybe I do. I think we talked about this before. I don't want to go to Africa. I don't. It ain't.
This is very disappointing. I do not understand what you mean.
It's just like nothing about. I don't know. But I've heard South Africa, Nigeria. I heard it's beautiful, but in my mind, I just see long titties, naked women, and walking around with baskets on their head. Like I don't.
That's so sad that you said that right now, man.
Oh, you can say ignorant shit, but I can't. Right. Oh. I'm being an ass right now, but I'm just saying nothing about it to me says, oh yeah, I want to stamp my passport.
This is no longer my sister.
You want to go to Africa? I do. You want to go to modernized Africa, or you want to go to the village?
I want to go to the village. I want to go to both. I want to experience both.
So what you don't? So hold on.
I want some lights. I want a shower.
Modernized Africa or the village is very ignorant within itself.
But you just called it PB&J. Don't miss me with that.
I'm just saying in the sense that I know, because I'm
just being an ass like you are right now. You know I don't mean that shit literally. I know.
Go ahead. But I'm still just saying that Africa is modernized, and it has always been that way. We just only seen pictures and visuals of it not being.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's it.
Because prime example is Ludacris' wife. She's from a village. So she gets dragged a lot because they're like, why your family still there? You living in this big house. Like she gets her all the time. She posted a picture of the house that she grew up in with her grandmother and her mother there. And it's a hut. It's like a shack. They still use the outhouse. Like it's no street lights. It's literally a poor village. She was like, I get dragged so much because I'm my husband's famous and we're wealthy, that why haven't I move my mother to the States? My mother doesn't want to come here. So she's like, it's not that I don't want to take care of her, she just doesn't want to come here. She's been in the village her whole life. So, and then she was saying she doesn't go visit as much, especially because she had the baby, but she hasn't been home in like almost 2 years and stuff like that. So when the pictures that when she would go home, to me looking at it, that I don't think that would be a place that I would want to visit. Now, I do want to go to Korea. Like but going to a village in Africa, I personally don't think that I would want to do that. I'm not knocking it. If you want to go,
I'm with you. I'm not going there either.
I can dig it. I'm the type of dude though. Like I remember.
I want to see the world, but I don't want to see
the world part of it.
Yeah, I don't want to go and be sad and be like the kids hungry. I don't have no money to give them food. Like it's just like I don't want to see that. I think that's what it is.
I'm total opposite. I'm taking if I'm like
I want to take it all in because it's like a
when I used to go to Miami, I used to
catch
a cab to the hood. Just to ride through the hood, just to see what it's like in the hood, just ride.
I want to see both parts.
Yeah.
That's just something I
take it all in. Take it all in. Mix the hand with the gin. Take it all in.
I don't do African animals and stuff.
I'm not riding through no safari with the hood off and the lions right there.
She's so disappointed.
I'm not doing that.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I definitely want to see the world, but I think some places
I don't even
But
like
you
going
want
to
to
the
see
zoo.
Greece?
Yeah,
They slummy and shit around where the Coliseum at.
but everybody, have you been
shop.
before?
She can get her life.
Nope, I just heard.
Oh, I was just asking.
Yeah,
Bird
Like
Bird
I
Bird.
want to go to Rio, but I keep hearing all this bad stuff about Rio, the crime and stuff. It's like, damn.
I do your research. See what's
Rio
going on.
got the second largest amount of African blooded people in the world.
I believe you, but I still want to. I want to go, but you hear so like if they know you're not from there, they gonna kidnap you, rob you, and
that's what I say. In Korea, they putting people in cages.
They always say don't go off the resorts when you in Rio.
Bad money. They're not gonna kidnap me.
Oh, you'll be the first one. You'll be the first one.
Everybody who travel with everybody who put a stamp on that passport know rule number 1: get a knife at that airport. You gonna have to do a whole lot.
I'm gonna holler at my people.
Yeah,
these are my brothers.
No,
they will fuck you up. This is not for fun.
He's
AK, SK, we do not play.
Really, Mark.
This is what I mean.
Where can they find you on social media?
Yes.
Hold on. Did we get on the topic?
Yes.
Are we done?
Oh wow.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
You did good. Where can they find you?
So
I'm on Facebook, Erica Kane, ERICKA KANE. Instagram, Miss Erica Kane, MISS ERICKA KANE. Twitter, same thing. Am I leaving something out?
Your YouTube.
My YouTube. It's basically the same thing. YouTube.com/Miss Erica King.
You can find us on Twitter, Spill the Tea Show, Facebook, Spilling the Tea Show, and what else? Instagram, Spilling the Tea.E.A. Thank you all for.
Are we getting bars or not?
like a 2 second.
Cut the check.
What are you
cut
talking
the check.
about?
Cut the check. Cut
Yes,
the
monetize
We
everything.
can't get no bars.
Thank you for saying cut that check. Cut that check. Cut that check.
No bars. No bars.
Exactly.